Right now, man?
A lot of people. Started off probably my parents, you know. Parents is a big role in every child's life. My pops, you know, played a real big role. Taught me everything I know, step at a time. That's how it works out.
Okay, sounds, you know what I mean? First, you know what I mean? The girls wanna know. You know what I mean? I began hearing this. Are you a single dude?
I ain't a single dude, I'm taking.
Oh, you taking? So you taking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, you admit to that. Some niggas, you know what I mean? You be like, nah, I'm single, all that. Niggas be lying and all that shit.
Alright, check it out. One day, matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about how I started. Started off promoting for CIN back in the days, you know. Big shout out to Shirley, the whole CIN team bash. Prince wanted to check and he also used to promote with me. Started off selling tickets, you know. It wasn't easy at first. Got to know a lot of people. Selling tickets to your friends, they sell tickets to their friends. That's just how the whole business game works. At the end of the day, the numbers coming in, that's how you know who's putting in the work. But at the end of the day, just seeing the DJ hype at the party, you know, I'm stepping in there watching the whole crowd moving, and I'm like, yo, where the hype man at, you know? Also, it's two friends of mine, Swiping, No Swiping, that was my mans, and shout out to the homie Kid Promoter. They also put me on with this. I seen them hosting at a few clubs and all that. They no longer hosting no more, so I'm holding it down for them, definitely already. But other than that, man, I'm just doing what I gotta do, you know, grinding. It is what it is, definitely a part of the whole pro fam now. So you know, just step at a time.
Castro, where he came in the picture?
Castro, it's a good dude. Castro, the way that all worked out was CIN. It came to a point where CIN stopped doing team parties, and I was shocked by that, cause I said to myself, damn, we got the hottest promoters out. Me and my crew probably rolled with about 4 or 5 dudes back then. Shout out to the homie Jay Strips, I fucked with him real heavy. Romeo, Team Thirst, all them niggas, man. Big shout out to them. After that, CIN stopped throwing team parties, excuse me. And then Castro was a dude, I never met him, but there was this one female, real good friend of mine. Her name was Freckles. I don't know what they call her now. She probably don't even call herself that, but real good friend of mine. She was like, I'm going to this Castro party. So I'm like, who's this dude? You know, who's Castro? And I say to myself, hold on, I need to find out a little bit about this dude. So I go, all right, one day I'm gonna pass by one of his events real quick before I go to my party. And I said, damn, this dude right here, I never heard of him. And Money got the club packed out. So I need to know who he's working with. I wanted to know everything. So CIN stopped throwing parties, and then that's when Castro came in the picture. So I think he went about it the right way, and everything just fell into place the right time for him, because they stopped throwing parties and then he just took over. So basically, like the team saying now, everybody was riding his way. So that's basically how everything went down with that.
Actually, not where. When did this started? How did you go by All Pro? Like, now that you remember All Pro, I see.
Right. That's also a good question. I've been hosting for about a year already. I mean, there's a little passion I got for walking the club, feeling I got is once I take off my jacket, I know it's going down, you know? A year, probably a little more than that, but no longer than a year and a couple months. But just doing this, the booking's been crazy. Bumped heads with a real good dude of mine, like my brother Flipstar, one of the main All Pro DJs, Mr. Prince of Uptown, whatever he calls himself, real good dude, you know? Bumped heads with him in Sofa Lounge, a little booking I had with Castro actually. He threw this team party with a couple of other promoters that was holding it down in the Bronx. And I hosted this one team event. Prince One was also on that flyer. And that shit was crazy, like it was retarded. Man. I was like, damn, the All Pro fam, bumped heads with Flip. And then niggas liked the way I had the crowd rocking, so I bumped heads with his manager, Lito. And big shout outs to him as well, all my All Pro homies in the check-in. Bumped heads with Lito, we talked more. And you see how I had all the teams follow me. And we came to this agreement that he was gonna make me the CEO of All Pro Team Parties. Not only a member and a host and a promoter as well, but make sure I run my own show under the All Pro department. So But as of right now, that's where I stand.
We was talking, man. I didn't even ask you your age.
Ha! A lot of people gonna be shocked when they hear this one. I'm gonna keep it funky, like I
mean,
said.
I know your age, you know what I mean? But I just want the people to know your age, you know what I mean? Because you're a young cat, yo, and you accomplished so much thing right now, my nigga, that not even half of these young niggas did already, my nigga. So, I mean, let them know your age.
Check it out. Before I say my age, I walk into an older club, right? The funniest shit that happened to me. I forgot what club was. I think it was Click Lounge. Shout out to Rico Blends. I was with him and San Juan, LMP that night in Click Lounge about 6 months ago. Walked into this 21 and over party, and Shorty come up to me, asked me how old I was. 29, 31. I looked at her and laughed. And honestly, I'm only 17, you heard?
Damn. Here you go, you heard it all from J-Wo himself. 17. And he's getting it.
Yeah.
What school you go to, man?
I don't even go to school in New York, man.
I know, cause every time I try to hit you, you be like, yo, hold on, I'm coming from way out of town. I'm trying to book you right now. You talking about, yo, I'll be in New York. Just tell them what school you go to, kid.
Well, behind that, I go to a boarding school. I know when people hear boarding school, they say, oh, he a badass. It's not even like that. I go to boarding school, church farm school, Exton, Pennsylvania. It's about 2.5 hours. Got in there on a scholarship for baseball and all that, so.
And you play baseball, I heard.
Yeah, those are some of my hidden talents, you know?
And you gonna be what, second base, shortstop?
I play middle infield, yeah, starting shortstop. Twitter at Jwalker165, keep you updated with all the hottest events. Team parties, baby showers, all that, DTY Space Walker. Fucking MySpace. I ain't even gonna say that. Nobody be on that shit. But shout out to everybody on the check-in. Nasty Skills, Hook, Phase 1, Johnny, Prince 1, Chulo, all my niggas in the check-in.
Jwalker, all pro everything. You already know how we do, baby. Yeah, I understand, baby. Jwalker, all pro representing here right now. They're not having show the love. Hold me up, come co-host the show, man. That's all I do. Shout out to Nasty Skills, DJ Hook, Phase 1, Johnny Productions. Shout out to the homie Prince 1. Everybody that's been on the check-in live right now. Come on, man. After this, we headed to Harley Club. After that, we go to Old Lounge.